All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. This is another audio that's for one of my accountability groups, and because I just couldn't answer the questions that they had at the last call, just because of time constraints. And what's great about answering the calls in an audio is that I don't have to feel like I'm in a hurry. Even when I do a video for my blog, I feel like I'm in a hurry because I want to make sure the video is between somewhere in 3 and 5 minutes long. If it's any longer than that, a lot of people just won't watch the video. But you know what? This is actually going out to a specific audience, so I can kind of take my time a little bit and really answer the questions with the details that they deserve and that I like to answer it with. And this is about dealing with no-shows, people that don't show up to to an appointment that you've made with them, whether it's a meeting or whether it's a phone call or whatever is that. So I'm going to talk about two things: how to reduce the amount of no-shows that you have, and number two, how to deal with no-shows once they happen. So as far as no-shows and reducing the no-shows, it's all about a qualification process. If you're convincing someone to look at the information, chances are they're probably going to stand you up at your next appointment, and they're probably going to join the witness protection program when you try and follow up and find them and find out if they even looked at the information or whatever. However, if you don't have to convince them, if they're excited to look, then they're more likely to be there at the appointment if they're excited. And so it's a lot easier to find people that are excited than it is to find someone that isn't excited and try to convince them to be excited. So I'll say that again. It's a lot easier to actually find someone that's excited than it is to find someone that isn't excited and then convince them to be excited. Because trying to make someone excited, man, it is just an uphill battle. And so when you're talking with people, and let's say you want to invite them to look at some information, and actually for this one, I think it's for like a live presentation. What I do is I find out if they're free for the presentation before they know exactly where it is. So let's say the meeting is at 123 Maple Street on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Let's just say that's when the meeting is, and that's where the presentation is. And you're talking with the prospect. They've built, you've built some rapport, and I ask kind of like a qualifying question. Sounds like this: listen, a bunch of us, we're going to be talking about the information. It's going to be kind of like in the Maple and Elm area. It's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Would you like to be included in the conversation? First of all, I love saying, would you like to be included? Because it's almost like they have to qualify to even be there. It's not open to the general public. Yes, I do want to be included. Count me in. So that's going to help reduce the no-shows there. But also, I want you to notice that I did not tell them the exact address. I told them the general address. It's going to be on the corner, kind of like the Maple Street and the Elm Street area. I didn't tell them it was on 123 Maple Street because I don't want them to know the address until I know for sure that they can make it. And so if they respond back and say, well, Thursday, 7 p.m., I'm not sure, but I'll try to make it. Now, a lot of amateurs will hear that and say, well, I'm not sure, but I'll try to make it. They're going to translate that into a yes. Oh, well, you're going to try to make it? Here's the address. It's at 123 Maple Street. We're going to be in room 4B. Don't fall into that trap, because anyone that says they're going to try to come, they're very polite. People would rather waste your time than hurt your feelings. If they say they're going to try to come, they're probably not going to come. All right, first of all, so don't accept I'll try to come as an answer at all, because they're probably not going to come. And so if someone says, well, I'll try to make it, I'm not sure, I'm just going to bounce back right away, and I'm going to ask them, well, when will you know for sure if you can make it? And they might say, well, I won't know until Thursday at 5. Right, 2 hours before the meeting. Again, the amateur networker might just give them the address. Okay, well, it's at 123 Maple Street. I hope you can make it. I'll wait for you. Don't make that mistake. Don't do that. Instead, respond with, okay, you won't know till 5. Tell you what, give me a call at 5, and I'll see if there's still room for you. And if there is, I'll let you know exactly where it is. Now, if they don't call at 5 p.m., they're not going to be a no-show because they don't even know where it is. You're not going to expect them to come. You're not going to be waiting by the curb with some balloons hoping that they'll come. You're not going to be looking over your shoulder every 5 minutes during the meeting to see if they're going to show up or not, because you know they're not going to come. They didn't call you at 5. They don't even know the exact address. And that's my way of reducing the no-shows. Someone says, I'll try to make it. Man, I just know that they're not going to come. If they say they're going to try to make it, I don't give them all the details until I know for sure that they have that time blocked out. If someone says, yes, I can make it, I'll be there at 7, say, cool, it's going to be at 123 Maple Street. Tell you what, I'll even send you an email to make sure you have it all written down properly. And that works whether it's a live meeting or whether it's a webinar or whether it's a phone call or whatever the case may be. Make sure that they only have enough information to confirm, but not enough information to actually show up. All right? They don't need to know the exact address to confirm if they're going to be there or not. They just need to know the general area of town. Thursday, 7 p.m. at Maple and Main. Yeah, you know what? I can make it. I want to be there. Thursday, 7 p.m. at Maple and Main. I don't know, man. I'll try to be there. Probably not going to come. And again, they won't be able to come if they don't have the address. And you don't give them the address until they say they're going to come. Not if they try to be there, but they have to say they're going to be there. So, that's to really reduce the no-shows, and I trust that helps. Now, how to deal with the no-shows, there's a couple different things that you can do. There is, this was used on me by a network marketing coach by the name of Jeffrey Combs. Some of you may know who he is, but he used this on me, and he ended up getting me as a coaching client. And so I'll share with you exactly how it works. If you're supposed to meet someone at a specific time, let's say it's Thursday at 7 p.m., and it's 5 after 7, and they haven't shown up yet, I would just give them a call. Give them a call and say, hey, Bob, it's Kenny. We're supposed to meet at 7. It's 7:05. I hope everything's okay. Let me know if you can make it, and then forget about it. All right. Remember, these are no-shows, so you know what? If he's 5 minutes late, he probably won't come anyway. But just forget about it for a little while. Don't look over your shoulder, and if you have enough people invited anyway, just deal with the people that actually have shown up. All right? Now, 24 hours later, so if it was supposed to be Thursday at 7, you're going to call them Friday at 7. 24 hours later, if they have not called you yet, if they have not contacted you yet, give them a call. And say something like this, and say, hey, Bob, it's Kenny. You know what? I haven't heard from you. I really hope that you're okay. You don't seem like someone that would stand someone else up. We were supposed to meet yesterday at 7 p.m. I haven't heard from you. Really hope that you're okay. Give me a call just so that I know that you're okay. And by the way, if you don't think this is a good fit for you, just let me know. I'll cross you off the list. It'll save us both some time. And that's call number 2. All right. By the way, only say that if you're just leaving them a message. If they don't answer the phone, that's when you leave that. If they do answer the phone, then you can talk to them and figure out what on earth is happening. Now, chances are they're still not even going to respond to that particular phone call. And wait 24 to 48 hours after that call. This is exactly what Jeffrey Combs did to me. And he just said, hey, Kenny, sounds like it's not a good fit for you. And this is 24 to 48 hours later. So Friday, 7 p.m., 24, 48 hours after that, sometime during the weekend, give them a call and say something like this. Hey, Bob, it's Kenny. Listen, I've left you 2 messages. Sounds like the timing just isn't right for you. This will be the last call that I make to you because I just don't want to be a pain. If I'm mistaken, give me a call back, but I don't want to be a pain. I won't be calling you about this. I hope you do find something that is a good match for you. All right? Great connecting with you, and create a great day, and then just hang up the phone. And that's the call. If they're going to call back, that's the call that they're going to respond to. They may not call back in the next 5 minutes or the next 24 hours, but if they're going to call back, they're going to call back from that particular one because you are taking it away from them. You always want to do that takeaway. You want to hold on to that psychological advantage because you're the one told them, I'm not calling you. I don't want to be a pest. Leave me, I'm going to leave you alone. It's very different than if you just keep on calling, a week later, and a day after that, and the day after that, and a month after that, and all of a sudden it's been 6 months of you just leaving messages. You're just like a pest. You don't want to do that, all right? And so if someone's a no-show, leave them 3 messages. The last message is the goodbye message, all right? And And if they're going to call you back, that's the message they're going to respond to. Now, another way of dealing with no-shows is ultimately what you want to do is if give them a first call when they don't come to the first meeting. Supposed to meet you Thursday 7 p.m. 5 after 7. Leave them the first message, much like any other message. And if you wanted to, you can kind of play a waiting game instead and call them maybe like Monday. If you're supposed to meet on Thursday, call them Monday and just say something like this: "Hey, Bob," and you apologize to them. "Bob," and by the way, this is if they don't answer, leaving them a message. "Bob, it's Kenny. I'm so sorry. I wanted to call you on Friday, but I've been so busy talking with some interested party and the team that I just didn't have a chance to call you before last week. How's everything going with you?" Don't mention that they stood you up. Don't mention the business. Don't mention anything. Just ask them how they're doing and let them bring it up. If they don't bring anything up, man, they're just not interested, and you can leave them alone. Talk to them like a month later about it, or 6 months later, and say, "Hey, remember that thing? Yeah, I don't know if you're even open, but it's going really well for me." Talk to them later, all right? And so I've taught you, how to reduce the no-shows, how to deal with no-shows, so I trust you got some great value out of this. If anyone else is listening to this, made it this far into the particular video, and you have a team that you need some help with, and this particular type of coaching is really ideal for groups of 5 to 10 people. I can certainly coach groups that are more than that, but it's a totally different style of coaching. This is, for some movers and shakers in your group, this is to assist them in prospecting more and prospecting more effectively so that you and your team, and consequently, of course, your business, will get much better results. And so I trust you got some great value out of this. And, create a great day. Thank you for listening.